Okay. So, all right. So this is welcome to the advanced Python course. The first thing I need you guys to do is to follow this link to replit.com. So replit.com is basically where we're going to write our code and save our code. So yeah, so if you guys could just follow this link. I'll actually send it in the chat as well. If you already have an account, then just log into your existing account. But otherwise, if you could just make an account. So on the top right is the sign up button. I'll just zoom in a bit so you can see a little bit better. So sign up, top right, click that button. And yeah, just make up a username, use whatever email account you have access to, preferably your own one. If you don't have an email account, you can ask your parents if you need, and just make up a password that you can remember, and then just create an account. So yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to do that. And yeah, and just virtually raise your hand with the reaction button if you have any questions, okay? Okay.
Sorry. What if your computer can't handle having two windows open at the same time?
Oh, really? You can't have both Zoom and a browser open at once?
I mean, I can, but it takes 5 hours to change from one web page to the other.
Oh, okay. Do you have? Okay, in that case, do you have another device, another computer or an iPad or something you can use at the same time as Zoom?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to try using that then.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Getting that set up now.
Okay. Okay. Umaya, is that your name?
Yeah. So I've just joined in at 5, and I've just clicked the link, and I'm at a page saying code, create, and learn together.
Yeah. So have you gone to this website, replit.com, and did you click sign up?
I don't know what to do because I'm in a page which again says code, create, and learn together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So did you?
I know what to do.
Does it look like this one? So this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So the sign up button is in the top right. See this big blue button saying sign up?
A blue button saying sign up.
Yeah, it's log in and then sign up. It's the top right of the screen. Can you see that one?
Oh. So
yeah, just click on sign up if you see it. So that will take you to this sign up page here.
Okay.
And we're going to give you guys maybe 2 more minutes and then we'll move on. Nancy Chan, what's your question?
How do you go to the website?
I'll go to the website. So I linked the website in chat. I think I'll link it again. You can also just see it here. So it's replit.com. Did you open your browser and type this in? Or did you click on the link in Zoom?
I'm using iPad.
iPad. Did you open a browser Chrome or Safari or something? Okay.
Once I signed in, it says display name and short by description.
Display name and short description. I think that's just like what you want your account display name to be and stuff like that. You don't really need to write a description of your account or your like profile. It's fine. Like if it's optional, then just kind of ignore it or skip it.
No, so do I just write looks good?
Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Hello everyone, we're gonna use this account for the rest of the term. So you make sure you have an account, otherwise you're gonna be struggling for the next few lessons. So make sure you have an account first.
Okay, John, what's your question?
What should we choose for how familiar are you with programming? Not at all, beginner, intermediate, or expert?
Whatever you feel like. That's just the website doing a survey of its users, so it doesn't really matter what you pick. I think it's just the website that wants to know, like, but I don't think it actually affects your experience that much. So just pick whatever you think best describes yourself. Okay, so if you've managed to create an account for yourself, could you like do a thumbs up react just so I can see how many people are signed up already? Yeah, looks like some of you have signed up already.
I have some comment from watching. I do feel some of the children here is not suitable for advanced coding class. I do suggest your parents to move to junior coding class. And NC Chen, I probably think you should move to 615 class. You will be struggling to follow this class. I do expect you to have at least a year of coding experience to join this class. This is advanced coding class. All right. If you got less than that, you probably should not join this class. All right. I just get your expectation right here. So don't think advanced coding class is something cool. It's something that you must have experienced before. Otherwise, join junior coding class. All right. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Hi, John, are you still having issues with anything, or do you have any more questions?
No, I was just saying I'm already signed up.
Okay, cool. All right. All right. So, yeah. So if you guys are still having like trouble like making an account, maybe like ask a parent if you're having some trouble. But I think I'm actually going to like move on with the content now. So 1 second, I'll just sign into my own account. Okay, so once you're signed into your account, you'll see on like the left sidebar, like this is your username, and there's like a button with like a plus sign for like create. So you can then click create and then click on Python because that's the language you'll be using. So Python over here. You can title this like whatever you want. I'll name mine this. And then click on create REPL. All right, so then you'll end up on this page. So you have like a blank file called main.py, which is like your main Python file. You have a run button, so you can run whatever commands you type into this window. And you have a console over here for like typing commands. So I'm going to type everything into this file here, main.py. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is, so this is advanced Python, but I feel like I should go through the basics as well. So the first thing to write in Python is like to make sure that we can print words to the screen, so we can just like write stuff. So for that in Python, we use the print function. I'm sure a lot of you know this one already. But yeah, so for our first line, we're just gonna write print. So the print function, anything you write inside the print function gets printed to the screen, and we just use quotes here to like show this is like a string. Then we can print hello world here, and then click run, and then it should print hello world. And you can see here it prints hello world. So yeah, that's our first Python program of this course. Yeah, is everyone following along so far? Yeah. So yeah, just raise your hand if you have any questions. Okay. Carlos, do you have any questions so far?
So like when I get into the website, it says you don't seem to have anything here.
Oh, did you maybe not click, maybe you're not in the wrong, you clicked the wrong link, or you didn't type in the address correctly. So it's like replit.com. Did you spell that right?
Yeah, I'm on replit, but it says multiplayer repls. You don't seem to have anything in here.
Oh, okay. Do you have the option to create a new REPL? Like maybe it's saying you don't have any REPLs, so maybe you need to create like a new one. So like,
Okay, now I can do it.
oh, okay, that's good.
Thanks.
Okay. Aaron, did you have a question? Okay, Gia? If you have a question, just like unmute yourself and ask. Okay. Ocean?
I didn't follow along, so I'm like at wait a sec, let me find it. I'm like on, I didn't really follow along. I'm not at the same place where you are. I'm in the same like link, but I'm not at the same place like you guys.
Did you make an account and log in?
Yeah, I already did that, but I don't know what how to do the rest. Wait. So
Okay.
I'm like at
Are you about here?
I'm in Teams Pro is Replit for work.
Oh, so like here. Just like scroll down a little and you can see there's get started and there's create. So if you see create, then you like, and if you see either plus or Python, then you can click on Python and then you put in a title here and then press create REPL here. So name your REPL and then create it like this.
So give it a name. Okay, so now press create. Yeah.
Yep. Are you okay now?
It's
I
downloading.
think so.
Okay, so yeah, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. Right, Arman, are you okay?
I just came right now and I'm new. So what do I do to get started? Like which website do I go to?
Okay. It's right. It's like replit.com. You create an account and then you log in, and then you create a Python REPL. Yeah. So if you if you get really behind, this video will be recorded and shared to YouTube, so you can follow along later if you're like really behind.
Okay.
Okay, Jasper.
My script doesn't work. I did print hello world in quotation marks and everything, and it says unexpected error, blah, blah, blah.
Okay. Did you do anything except this? Did you like add like extra spaces or?
I don't
Stuff
know.
like that.
What is it? Slash print?
It's not slash print. It's just like
So
print.
is there any spaces? Any spaces?
There's no spaces. Like this is like no gap, and no thing.
Except for the typing of hello world, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Let me try it.
Actually, you can share your screen if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, I will
Do
stop my share.
that. Share screen. Oh, you're
I
sharing.
think I need to stop my share.
Yeah.
Okay, you do it.
Screen. Share. Okay, so. Oh, wait a sec. So wait, am I sharing?
I think you were. Just try again though.
Share screen. Share. Oh, okay. So let me remove all this. So I've typed print.
Yep.
Oh. P. Oh, I'm lagging. Just wait.
Yeah. Okay. Give it a few seconds.
Print. And it's bracket.
Yep.
Quotation marks.
Yep.
Hello world. Is that it?
Yep, that's pretty much it. And just like click run.
And now run it.
Run. Just not right click. Just left click.
Nothing's happening.
It might just be slow. If your browser is slow, it might just be slow to actually run. Is your browser slow in general?
No, not usually.
Okay. Yeah, not quite sure what's happening there, but like
No, it just stopped. Did you
but-
see?
what you've written should be correct.
Okay. That's weird.
You can try refreshing your page as well, see if that helps. All right, yeah, you can stop screen sharing now.
Okay. Stop share. Done.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, just like post in the chat if you have any more problems, but like that should be
Oh.
correct.
It worked.
It works? Okay, that's good.
Yeah. It worked.
Okay, I'll share my screen again. All right, so if everyone can write hello world, that's basics of, that's like one of the most basic Python programs you can write. Okay, so the next basic Python thing to note is variables. So variables are basically containers for storing any kind of value. So you create a variable using the syntax like variable name equals value. And here the equal sign means like make this equal to that. And a variable can contain like any like Python data type. So we have strings, which are like sentences or words. We have numbers, we have floats, which are like decimal numbers. And we have things like lists. So I'll just make some variables. So list var1 equals 1, it's the number, equals 1, which is the number 1. So if I then print var1, then it will print the number 1. And if I then say var1 equals like 3, then this print statement will then like print 3 because I've changed the value to 3. And like variables can be all kinds of things. You can be like sentences, and stuff like that. Does anyone get this so far? Does everyone get this so far? Rayan, you had a question?
No, sorry.
Okay. Henry, do you have a question?
Yeah. My parents don't know how to get me to beginners class.
Yep. Just your parents, if your parent knows how to book this class, they will know how to book the 6:15 class. So tell your parent to book the class, enjoy that one. Look like this one may not be suitable for you. Okay, join the 6:15 class. It will be more. It will be easier and more fun. Okay.
Okay.
Alex, do you have a question?
It wasn't a question, it was from last time. So I made another command. It was like, so can I show it?
Oh, you made a different command.
Yes.
I think we're just following along with the content here for now. So maybe you can show it later.
Oh, okay.
All right, Armin, are you okay?
I just want to, when I type in the website, nothing pops up. Do you mind if you tell me the website name again?
Yeah, sure. I'll post the website name into the chat again.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's working.
All right. Everyone else, like, yeah, could you like react with like a thumbs up if you get what I've said about like printing in variables so far? All right, cool. All right, I think I'll move on now then. Okay, so we can print stuff, we can make variables, we can assign variables like values, like strings and numbers and stuff. All right, so the main topic of this lecture is actually lists. So in Python, a list is an ordered collection of items. So you make a list is enclosed in square brackets, and each item in the list is separated by commas. So you can have lists that look like this, like A, B, C, 1, 1, 3, 2, hello world, exclamation mark. These are all lists. So you can have like a shopping list that's like eggs, milk, bread. You can can also print the shopping list like this, like we did with every other variable. So shopping list here is a variable, just like all of these ones, except it contains, instead of a string or a number, it contains a list. So if you run this, then we'll type in eggs, milk, bread, like this, in order. And the other thing about lists, so the main thing about lists is that it is so it's like an ordered list of things, and each item in the list has an index number, which, you know, you can have like, you know how this is like the first item, the second item, the third item. So in Python, we say this is, instead of like 1, 2, 3, this says order 0, 1, and 2. So if we print like shopping list 0, that is the first item of the list. So it's like the 0 position item. It will print eggs. And if instead of 0, we put 1, that's the second item of the list. So 0, 1, 2, we get milk. And if we do number 2, this is 0, 1, 2, it will print bread. Yeah, so basically, say this is like a list of letters, whereas like A, B, C, and D, this is the 0 position item. This is number 1, number 2, and number 3. So you can access any item of a list by like using the index in square brackets like this. So I'll just, right. I'm just going to write this sentence. The first item of shopping list is, and then comma, shopping list 0. So the other thing about the Python print statement is that you can use it to print 2 things. Basically, you just put commas between each thing you're printing.
I think we have some questions.
Yeah, cool.
Cool boy, can you unmute? Maxwell, I think.
Yeah, so for some reason, when I run it, it just says invalid syntax. I don't know what that means.
Okay, actually, yeah, that's a very common error. Invalid syntax means you've made an error in the way you've typed it out. Like invalid syntax means that, yeah, you could have like misspelled something, or maybe you forgot a bracket or something like that.
So I'm doing just var1 equals 1. Here, I'll print my, I'll share my screen so you can see.
All right, I'll stop sharing mine. 1 second, so you can share yours.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Share. So, can you see? So, what's happening?
I can't share, can't see just yet. Maybe I have to give it a few seconds.
Okay.
Okay, I can see now.
Okay, so if I click on run, it just says invalid syntax error, or at least, oh, I fixed it.
It should work.
Okay.
Yeah, that does work.
Sorry.
When I look at the code, I know straight away that it works.
Sorry, before it didn't work.
Okay.
All right. I added a space between 2 words in the list. Does that do anything in var1? Does that do anything? Like if I were to say, hello world.
No,
that's invalid syntax, because a string needs to be enclosed in quotes. So if you can't just have like naked words without quotes.
That makes sense. Thank you. Sorry. Thanks.
Yeah. Any string without quotes is like a variable. Cool. All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Part of the learning process is you need to work out. You try your best to work out your own problems. Unless you really hard. I mean, if you hit a problem, it's normal. It's part of the learning.
Hold on, am I still muted? Hold on. Oh, sorry, but I'll mute myself.
Yeah, can you mute yourself? Okay. So the part of the problem is you will hit problem. You have question. You need to try your best to solve it. We will be here to help you as well. but we do expect some level of trying from you. Okay. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, don't be scared of like errors, and especially syntax error. Like syntax error is like the simplest kind of error. It usually just means you've forgotten the brackets, or you've like written something that's like invalid, or yeah, something like that. Okay. Most people fine with the lists? You guys have any other questions? Ocean?
When I wrote shopping list and then eggs, milk, and bread, then I wrote print shopping list, it didn't work. It said trace back.
Okay, trace back just means it's, yeah, that's an error, and trace back means it's trying to like trace back and show you what the last thing it did before here it is. So yeah, you can share your screen if you want. Just
I don't know how to.
Okay, you don't know how to share screen in Zoom? Do you, like at the bottom? Oops. Okay. So at the bottom, there's like of like the Zoom window, there should be a button saying share screen.
Yeah, it says Zoom on the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, if you can't share your screen, I can't really see what's wrong there. But like if there's if it says like,
oh wait, I think I know how to share. Wait, I know it says share screen, but I can't press on it.
Okay, I think Cole keeps screen sharing. Just stop that for now. It's kind of distracting.
I can't share my screen.
Okay, just like keep on looking at your program and see if you like wrote something wrong.
Yeah.
Like
if you can't work it out, try to watch the YouTube again later. Yeah.
Like, yeah, the common mistakes is like you could have forgotten quotes on a sentence, or like you forget like the closing bracket because you need that closing bracket. These also need brackets on both sides, and you need like a comma between this and this as well. So if you're missing any of those, or if you accidentally, it's really easy to do something like this, like forget a comma in between items of a list as well. That's also a mistake. Like if I did this and clicked run. Actually, no, does that still work? Maybe that wouldn't work. Well, anyway, there's all kinds of mistakes. I'll show you, like forgetting this would definitely be a mistake. So if I click this, then I would get syntax error, invalid syntax. But yeah, sometimes if you forget a bracket, it'll show you like, it'll say the error is on like this, the next line, but really the error was on the last line. So just be aware of that. But yeah, it's really easy to like get mistakes like this. I'm deliberately making mistakes just to show you what this looks like. EOL means end of line. So it means that it received an end of line without a closing quote. That's what that one means. And yeah, you can have fun creating all your own errors if you like. Maxwell, do you have a question? Okay, just your hand is like up. Right up, lower
My question is that when I wrote the variable shopping list and then I added a random number to see if it was working, I did 1, and I did print shopping list. It didn't work. It said hello world shopping list instead of 1.
Oh, okay. I mean, like, so what did you write? Did you write shopping list equals, like, did you write a list with like a mix of this and 1, or did you just make 1?
I just did 1, but I put the quotation marks around it.
Oh, so like this?
Yeah.
Okay. I can see what that does. Oh, by the way, to write a Python comment, you write like a hash before every line. So this means that this doesn't get run. It's a very easy way of sort of making sure that you don't run something, but you can still see it. Anyway. If I do this. For me, this still prints out the list that says 1. If I did without the quotation marks and it's just a number of 1, it still shows. Okay, I'm not sure what you're getting there. And you can experiment, like you can like see if you can like what happens when you do like shopping list 0 to see if it can still like print out the individual elements of your list and stuff like that. Yeah, just have a play around. Okay, all right. I'm gonna move on now and show you a few other things you can do with lists. So, so there's a few like operations Python lets you do with lists. So you can like find the length of a list using the function len around the list line. So I'll just show you how to do that. So so this shows like the length of your shopping list is 3. So len shopping list is 3 because you have 3 items here. The next thing you can do, you can actually add new things into your list, and you can also remove items from your list. So I'm gonna like add a new item to the list. So shopping list. There's a few different ways you can do this. One is called append. Append is used to like add an item to the end of your list. So add list, and then if you print shopping list after that, you should see it's been added. So yeah, you can add new items to the end with append. So it's like shopping list dot append, and then whatever item you want to add last. A few other things you can actually do is like, you know how you can access each item of your list with index. So you can actually reassign items of the list. So instead of your first element being like eggs, you can now make it like strawberries. So you print this after this, you get eggs, milk, bread, lollies, and you can see that now we've made the first item strawberries instead, because we can just assign, you can assign like a single index of the list to be whatever you like. The other thing you can do is another way of doing exactly the same thing is like using like insert, where you like insert something into, you can provide the index number you want your item to be and add the item number. This kind of adds it in there, but it doesn't remove anything else. Like shopping list 0 made the first item strawberries, but you don't have eggs anywhere anymore. So if I just add so if I use insert, then this doesn't overwrite anything, but it will put eggs in the position that I say I want it to be in. So I want it to be the first position, but I don't want anything else to, I want everything else to still be there. So everything else will kind of just move along like further down the list to make sure it ends up where I say I wanted it to go. So yeah, that is insert. And you can also add, use remove. So you can do shopping list dot remove, and this will remove whatever item you say. So I'll just print this up again.
Sorry, Vanessa, can you might slow down a little bit here? Some are struggling to follow at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just give them a few, maybe a couple of minutes to try to play around with this first.
Yeah, sure thing. All right. All right, I'm just going to add comments to show what each thing does. So append means add to the end of list. Yeah, so basically this is just all the like different kind of lists. We call these lists like methods or things you can, functions that you can do with lists. So you can append, which is add to the end. You can use list indices to assign like a new value to any index of the list. You can use insert, which is like insert a new item at a position while keeping everything else in the list. And you can also remove stuff from the list. And if you want to see what each step has done to your list at any point, just like print shopping list again, so you can see the results. Yeah, so just give you a few minutes to like play around with all these list operations and answer some questions. Okay, Aman, do you have any questions?
When I type in print hello world, it says something like trace back most recent goal last file main py line 1 in model print hello world name error name print is not defined.
And print is not defined. Did you type it correctly? Like, have you typed it basically as it is here? Like, did you use quotes around hello world? Did you use brackets on both sides?
Yes, I did.
You didn't do anything else?
No.
Okay. Okay, actually, yeah, you can share your screen if you like.
Okay. It's not letting me.
Okay, it should now.
No.
Oh, yeah. So you put a space between the end of print and the first opening bracket. So just like get rid of that space for one thing. Yep, and it's lowercase p for the print. It's not capital P, it's like lowercase p. It actually matters if you do, yeah.
It wouldn't let me.
Just type lowercase p.
You want to type lowercase, nothing happens.
Okay, are you using a computer or an iPad or what?
Computer.
Okay, so you can't type a lowercase p, only a capital P.
There's the same problem with A.
Okay, maybe your keyboard is kind of broken or something. But yeah, yeah, your problem is basically that you need to type a lowercase p on the print. So
it only happens when I'm in a Zoom meeting.
That's weird. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that one, but if you can eventually manage to write a lowercase p, that's how you fix that. Anyway, can you stop sharing your screen, please? Okay. Okay, Aaron, do you have a question?
Yeah, when it says syntax error, invalid syntax.
Yeah, that usually means you typed something wrong. Like there's lots of different ways you could have done it.
I've already checked a few times and I couldn't find any mistake.
Okay. Yeah, you can share your screen if you like, so I can have a quick look.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Oh, I did see it. So basically shopping list, it's shopping underscore list. Like you missed the underscore. You see how the word list is highlighted in green there? It's because you made it a separate word. It's all one word. It's like shopping underscore list, no space.
Okay.
Yeah, just fix that.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then remove the space in front of it, and that should work. And also with the first item, like put quotes around it, like around the sentence. So yeah, you can stop sharing now.
Okay.
All right. So I'll share my screen again. Okay, Tarek, do you have any questions?
What's it called? When's this class gonna end?
Oh, it ends around like 6 o'clock, I believe.
All right, thank God, because I got other studies. So.
Good. Yeah, we've got about 8 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Right. Aiden.
When I tried to add something to my shopping list, it won't let me. It says trace back most recent call loss, file main PY line 10, shopping list append. Name error, name shopping list is not defined.
Oh, okay. Did you mistype the word shopping list? Like name error means like you're trying to like reference something that isn't there yet. So if you've already done this line where you have like shopping list equals this, that should be fine. But maybe you misspelled shopping list. So if you did, like, I think I would get the same error if I did this. So if I did print shopping list and then wrote it differently, it would probably do that. See, I got the same error. So make sure that you spell shopping list the same way every time, because if you write it like this, it won't know what this is because it's not, yeah, it doesn't know of anything named shopping list with no underscore. So maybe just try that.
I fixed it up, but now it's saying attribute error tuple object is no attribute append.
Tuple, oh, tuple. Did you use round brackets instead of square brackets when you define shopping list? Because these are square brackets. So a tuple is actually very similar to a list, but it's written like this. So if I do this, I will probably get the same error. So round brackets. Yeah, tuple object has no attribute append. So yeah, so if you've done this, so you have shopping list equals round brackets, egg, milk, bread, you've made a tuple or tuple instead of a list. So lists and tuples are very similar, except you can't append anything to a tuple. Like, it's not possible. It's not designed to do that. But they're very similar. You can still access them by index, and they're still ordered sequences of things. But yeah, just make sure you have square brackets. Do you have square brackets on your shopping list?
No.
Okay, make them square brackets.
Yeah, you will learn tuple at the later class, but today we just focus on list. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Quentin, do you have a question?
With my coding, it's come up with something saying error missing blah blah blah. It says, did you mean print our mean print world? Question mark. I'm not sure what that means.
Did you misspell something?
I don't know.
Like, did you write the print statements? Okay. Okay. Maybe share your screen. I'll stop sharing mine.
I don't know how to.
Oh, in Zoom, do you have like a big green button at the bottom saying share screen?
Sometimes. I'm on computer and I'm used to iPad.
I think someone just shared their screen.
What do you want to do? Share this screen?
Yeah.
Let's see. Share screen now.
Oh.
Did it share?
No. Is
No,
it
I think
sharing?
you did share for a little bit and then
For a
you
second.
stopped. So you might wait for a little bit. Share now. Everyone, only Quinton can share screen, please. Nobody else.
Yeah, no one else did.
Desktop one.
Can you click on the green, say share screen?
Yeah, now it just shows up a white thing saying desktop 1, whiteboard.
I'll just click on one of those things, like the one you want to share, because there's multiple parts of your screen you can share. So I think desktop 1 is probably the one you're looking for.
You share the whole desktop, yeah?
Yep.
Should. And we wait.
Is it sharing? I'm not sure.
It's not sharing.
No.
Not sharing.
You're not sharing. You just stop sharing and try to share again.
Is it sharing?
No, I can't
No.
see anything. Okay, well, in case you can't share the session, just yeah, just double check everything you've like typed out and make sure that you haven't made any mistakes or.
Yeah, Quinton,
mistakes.
I suggest you to watch the recorded one. You want to
Yeah.
make sure you type exactly, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Exactly like what we on the screen. Otherwise, you will hit problems. Because syntax is the most common error. You just type one letter wrong, one capital case wrong, the whole thing will come out as syntax error. So just have to be exact.
I see what I've done wrong now.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Okay, so do you have a question?
Yep, got it. Mm.
Okay, we got only 2 minutes left. Snack. Sorry, we got a question from Snack, right?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So like when I write my list, it says type error. Int object is not capable.
Int object. Int means that's a number. Have you put in a number somewhere where it doesn't belong? Like when you wrote insert or whatever, did you like, I don't know, put things the wrong way around, like put a 0 here and eggs here or something like that?
Let me check. No, I haven't wrote a number.
Okay. I only have like 1 minute left, so
Do you use the square bracket? Snack?
Yeah, I used the square bracket.
And ending with square bracket?
What?
You start with a square bracket, ending with
Yes.
square bracket, and
Yes,
you got
I did that.
and you got comma in between the items.
Yeah, I have.
And string you start and end with double quotes.
What? I didn't understand.
All the string you start and end with double quotes?
Yeah.
Okay, I could probably only figure out what's wrong if you share your screen, but I think class is about to finish about now.
Yeah, probably you watch the YouTube again and try to see what can you.
Yeah, if you type it exactly as is here, you won't get any errors. That's yeah.
I think the class is finished. We can't go through everyone. Maybe Maxwell is the last one, and then we're gonna finish the class. We're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, sure.
Can you unmute? Maxwell?
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Are you using the right microphone? Like, do you have the right thing selected?
I think they use USB. Now we can't hear you, Maxwell. Okay, never mind. Quinton. Maxwell, I can't hear you, Maxwell.
Yeah, okay.
I think time's finished, sorry. Okay, I think that's it, everyone. This is the first class. I can see some are struggling, some are easy, some even know how to use Anaconda, which is great. We have a mixed level here. Most of you, I think, follow from the chat box. I think it's great. Now, who are struggling, we will send a YouTube videos out for you a couple of days later. Try to watch it again a couple of times. Make sure you can do all of this. Next week, we're going to move to the next topics. Okay, I'm going to unmute everyone to say goodbye to Miss Vanessa. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
Bye.